Sound to your mind.
Breathe. I stay quiet as I light on my loud light. Breathe. I balance diet, I'm just trying to get my pounds right. Breathe. I stay quiet as I light on my loud light. Breathe. I balance diet, I'm just trying to get my pounds right. Shouts all of my team, I need more than a mattress support in my dreams. Could grab a few Zeds like I'm falling asleep, but I don't wanna wake for the morning grief. Breathe. Tears drop to the form in the sea. A broke heart, but it's worn in my sleeve. Never listened, I was warned in my teens, but I still skipped school, I was taught in the streets. Ring back, don't call for police. Stand tall, don't fall for the beast. Got issues with trust, so I'm born to believe it. Been a victim of love and now we're caught in it deep. Breathe.
Yes, people, what's happening? We are back again. Guys, apologies for the lateness. You know, it is what it is. But I'm glad you lot are still there anyway, as always. But big up to Lumi Rain, big up to Babs One Diva each and every time as well. And big up to my guy Fitz, man. Fitz, how you saying? What are you saying, bro?
Same old same, man. Same old same. Just getting by in it. You know the one.
I hear it. I hear it. What you been watching? You been watching any football today? Any clips? Anything?
You know what? I'll put on a clip of the Atletico, the road to the final in 2016.
Yes, I do. Is that when they beat Real Madrid along the way, wasn't it?
It's where they faced Madrid in the final, isn't it?
Oh, okay. When Bale scored the overhead.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bro, not gonna lie, like obviously I just wanted to refresh my memory of a few players in it. Not gonna lie, the earlier the better for me, in it. Like the closer to modern day, I'm like, yeah, I need refreshing on some of these cats. Like just the time there, in it.
Well, yeah, I hear it.
Yeah, man, just fucking. Other than that, just cracking on. Just no. I've been looking into a few stats in it. I won't give no spoilers, but fucking yeah, man. I've been looking into a few stats and statistics.
Can I ask what these stats are about?
I'm not gonna. It's about Bruno, but this ain't about Bruno today, guys. Keep your comments until it ends up coming out, in it. Wait for that one.
I hear it. But listen, I'm always here for the Bruno slander. I can't lie. You know what I mean? Get that guy at my club, man. I've had enough of it,
bro.
But no, listen,
I'm not gonna lie.
Get onto that another time, innit?
Yeah, so, like I say, all you have to do is actually like look past just the stats that they keep trying to shove in your face, and just look a little bit deeper at the stats that they're not showing you, in it. And it says a lot more to me, anyway.
Yeah, exactly. But yeah, he's someone that divides opinion, innit? But it is what it is. I just see Aston Villa just score a good goal, man. Ollie Watkins, man, well worked, 4-1.
Nice.
Yeah, Morgan Rogers assist, man. That's what you call an assist, by the way. You know, first time finish. So but yeah, listen, big up to Foxy Danny as well. Big up yourself each and every time. Guys, obviously we are back with our all-time 11. Obviously we've done Barcelona, we've done Real Madrid last week, obviously from La Liga, and now we're on to Atletico Madrid. So as you can see, guys, yeah, we've already discussed the formation that we're going to do. So we've actually chosen the 3-3-3-1, yeah? And again, I think just like many other clubs, really, you know, their attackers outweigh their defense. So I think it's only right that we, you know, we try and get as many attackers in as possible, you know. But again, I'm not sure how we're going to devise this team, but it is going to be interesting, isn't it? So again, make sure you guys are supporting the channel as well by letting us know in the comments what players you think should be in there, you know. And obviously if it comes down to a tie, then obviously we'll always go with the comments, you know, as to who we actually choose, innit? And as always, guys, make sure you smash the like button, make sure you sub to the channel, and make sure you share the channel as well. So anyway, let's get on to it. Goalkeeper. Now, to be honest with you, this goalkeeper one's going to be tough because one thing about Atletico Madrid, yeah, is that they always have a top keeper. Obviously, you think of Oblak, you think of right now they got that Musso who's looking quite good, you know.
Yeah.
And for me, I think I'm looking at, well, I think it's between three keepers, and I think you're probably on the same one as well, yeah. But I'll be honest with you, yeah, I don't know who to go for because I honestly couldn't tell you, yeah, who was the best out of these three at Atletico Madrid. So obviously we're gonna mention you got Sergio Asenio as well. You know, he was a decent keeper, but he's not in the competition. But again, David De Gea, Thibaut Courtois, and Jan Oblak, as I've already mentioned. Fitz, who are you thinking out of them three? Because I'll be honest, yeah, I ain't got a clue, man, because they're all top keepers.
This is the thing. Like, I genuinely don't know because I feel like it might just have to come down to longevity, which would give it to Oblak. But just to take a minute to Atletico's fucking scouts and yo, bro, to go from De Gea to Courtois to Oblak is crazy, and that's exactly how it went as well. You know, they did not miss at all,
bro. They've got something when it comes to keepers. So obviously, De Gea come through the youth, and then they got Courtois obviously on a 2-year loan. And then I actually remember when Oblak come into the club, yeah. And at the time, I'm thinking, oh, who the hell's Oblak? And bro, when Courtois went, man, Oblak just became one of the best goalkeepers in the world. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So they've definitely got it together, man, when it comes to the keepers.
100. But
I can't lie, man. But
for me, United bias does creep in, and knowing what he did at United makes me want to go with De Gea. But then looking at Courtois' career, seeing what he did at Chelsea and then went on to do at Real. But again, this is Atletico, innit? And Oblak's been there for so long at this point. It's like, well, it's hard to really argue against him for me.
Yeah.
But if we're going best keeper, it can't be him.
Say again?
Best keeper, like, I think Courtois and De Gea are just a slight notch ahead of him if we're talking prime. But yeah, I think.
Boy, I'm stuck. I'm not gonna lie, but I don't even know what to go for. Part of me is thinking, yeah. Part of me is actually thinking Courtois. You know that, because for those 2 seasons, man, that is what put Courtois on the map to go back and challenge Petr Cech for a start, innit? I mean, De Gea was good, obviously, which is what prompted United to sign him. But Oblak, as you said, has the longevity, and yeah, he has been good, man. Chat, let us know who you going with for goalkeeper.
And it wasn't just goalkeeper. It just wasn't just a case of like United coming in for De Gea. Like, let's not forget, it was Fergie that signed him. You know what I mean? And like, bro, when Fergie signed a player, like, obviously, yeah, we've had a few misses in the times, but let's be real. Like, he put a lot of trust into De Gea in the early days when he was like first coming in shaky, and that he stuck with him. Like, Fergie definitely saw something in him from early. It's like, well, that's how good he was, that Fergie was like, nah, this guy's the guy. You know what I mean? And to follow Edwin, big gloves to fill them.
I remember when De Gea first came in, man. He was looking out of his depth, innit? But I think that was more due to his stature, innit? But as soon as he started, you know, getting more used to living in obviously Manchester, more used to the club. Yeah, man. He obviously was a mad keeper for United for years, man. Definitely for me, at one time he was the best keeper in the league, without doubt. You know. But yeah, I mean, who do I go for? I don't know, man. I don't know. Part of me is saying Courtois, but then Oblak deserves a shout as well, man. That's the thing.
I hear it, and that's the thing for me. The thing that kind of puts Courtois lower on the list for me is the fact that it wasn't actually even a transfer; it was a loan deal.
Yeah, 2-year loan. Yeah.
So it's like, well, it's only 2 years. It was only a loan. Like, he wasn't an official Atletico keeper like De Gea and All Black was.
Yeah.
So it's like, can we do that? Because I've not got a problem talking about prime players, but if it's time at Atletico, can't. I know he was outstanding.
So what are you saying? Because he was on a loan, you can more or less just rule him out, you reckon?
Nah, I'm like, because to be fair, like if Courtois was on a loan and fucking what we were coming up, and it was like the Real or the Bar, like the Real or the Barca like options that they've got, even from the 95 onwards, they're pretty slim pickings. So having a Courtois level keeper on loan, that he's getting in, you know what I mean? But when you've got All Black, who's been quality for seasons upon seasons at this point, and De Gea, who basically made his name there, is it fair to put a lone keeper in, considering the caliber of those two?
Yeah. This is all right. I'll tell you what. Tell me your order: third, second, and first, and then we'll just have we'll just pick. Because again, this is probably one of the toughest ones in terms of keepers, because it could be either one of them. Who are you going for third? And then we can rule them out.
Well, this is the thing. What are we going for time at Atletico, or are we going full stop?
I think we should just go for just how good they were. Because obviously, if we're going for longevity, then Oblak's going to be there, isn't he?
Yeah. Right. Well, if it's going off how good they were,
yeah.
De Gea, unfortunately, probably goes third.
Yeah, that's how I was thinking. That's exactly what I was thinking. Yeah,
and it is pretty close between All Black and Courtois, but I feel like because Courtois was so condensed, it's easier to see it as like, oh well, his time was better because All Black's obviously longer time and would have had a lot more fucking nightmares there, innit? But if we're going full stop, it's probably gonna have to be Courtois first, innit?
Bro, I'm cool with that, man. I'm cool with that, because I said Courtois first off, innit? Because as I said, the reason why I'm saying Courtois is because Courtois literally made himself. He put himself on the map at Atletico Madrid.
Yeah.
And if you look at his career, man, he's gone from Atletico to Chelsea to Real Madrid.
Yeah, and like you say, he what he did at Atletico is what forced him to be Chelsea's number one when he came back. And let's be real, Czech, like nobody thought it was time for Czech to move on at that time. They had no choice in it. He's too good to be a backup, and we're going with Courtois. So the fact that he pushed Czech out of that Chelsea team when Czech had done what he had done, and it's not like he was washed up. Yeah, it says a lot in it about how good he actually was during that spell.
Yeah, he's a top keeper, man. I've always rated him. When I first see him at Atletico, obviously I didn't know much about him. I know obviously he came from Genk, but then I watched him and I thought, yeah, this guy looks serious. And again, I like left-footed keepers. I just think left-footed keepers have got something a bit different, innit? And again, man, you can see his career, innit? It's crazy. Lumi says, would you both do a pre-1990 all-time 11? Yeah, listen, 100%. Obviously, we are working our way through the major teams in Europe. So again, we've done the Premier League teams, and obviously we're on Spain. Then we're going to go on to Italy, and then we still got, Germany and France to do. So yeah, as I said, there is still a few to do, but yeah, we'll definitely do an all-time 11 1990. And again, that's gonna be difficult, man, because there's some serious players from the 90s then. So yeah, man, we'll definitely do that. But big up.
The plan has been basically, once we get through all the clubs, to spin back basically, and any that's gone from like 2008 onwards, we're gonna do like 90 to like 07 in it.
Yeah.
But fucking what is? But Lumi saying pre 1990. Lumi, does that mean you want guys from like 80s, 70s, and 60s? Cause that'll be a crazy squad. That
What?
you know.
Oh, what? Oh, before 1990. Okay.
Yeah, cause that's what I'm saying. Like that stuff where okay, I've not lived through it, you know what I mean? But I know enough ball. Like my pops basically was a teacher when it come to football, innit? Like my man sat me down and made me watch bare
Yeah.
shit.
I mean, to
So
be honest, if it's going back to the Bobby Moore days, there's no point, man, because like I can't give you a
nah,
true reflection of that. You know what I mean?
nah,
So
I feel like if we do a pre 90, then
mm,
realistically it has to go 80 to 90. Because going
yeah,
any further back than the 80s, it's gonna be disingenuous, isn't it?
yeah, exactly. So yeah, no, listen, we'll definitely sort that out anyway. Once we've worked our way through these. But anyway, let's go on to the defense, yeah. Now, three at the back here. So we're going with centre backs, aren't we? Yeah.
Yeah.
So let's go on to the fullbacks first, yeah, and see if we can rule them out because obviously I've put down three right backs: Simi Faralsko, Juanfran, and then I've got Toby Alderweireld.
But
Yeah,
Toby for me went in the centre back list.
yeah. So this is why he comes into contention for the three at the back. But Simi
Yeah.
Faralsko and Juanfran, I think it's safe to rule them out. Yeah.
Yeah.
But then left back, you've got Alvaro Dominguez, Felipe Luis, Lucas Hernandez. And again, Lucas Hernandez can go as a left side of the three, innit?
I hear it, but that's what I'm saying. Like for me, the best options at fullback can be options at centre back. You know what I mean? And
So who are you talking about, though?
so, well, to be fair, mainly Toby. Let's be clear. I don't feel like there's any other fullbacks in the list that are really worth a shout. Like, because to be fair, I said it when I shouted you about the formation because I was just panicked. Like, yo, there's no way we can get all these man in, and it's just so heavily like
Yeah.
unbalanced when it comes to attacking options and defending options. Where it's like, well, any of them fullbacks potentially just take away a 10. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And for me, I'm like, well, I can name 4 10s that deserve to be in this team more than I can fullbacks in it.
I hear it.
So
I mean, to be honest with you, I want to see what you're thinking in terms of attacking wise, because I've got a certain somebody that's in there, and I think there's another player that I'm thinking of, but he might not get in based on what's available. So this is why I want to see what you're thinking, but we'll definitely get to that. Yeah. I think in terms of the defenders, yeah, I've gone for centre backs. For me, there's two players that get in there. Godin and Jimenez.
yeah, they're the first two on my sheet, bro.
Yeah, so they're the two that get in for me, yeah. But then you've got Stefan Savic. You've got, if you remember, the Colombian Pereira.
Yeah.
And then you got Miranda, the Brazilian.
Yeah. And obviously you can throw Dominguez and Alderweireld in there as well, innit?
In there as well, yeah. Yeah, 100, yeah, exactly. So that is where I'm thinking. So should we put
I'm in full agreement with Golden and Jimenez. Like them two, get them banged in now, cause that's a lot guaranteed. Like,
yeah,
I've got no problem with that.
Yeah, Diego Godin. To be fair, Diego Godin, yeah, for me was he was like the John Terry for Atletico. Obviously, John Terry was better with the ball at his feet, but in terms of leadership, you know, aerial, obviously had no pace as well. He very much reminded me of John Terry, innit?
Yeah.
Where we put in what's his name? Jimenez, left or right?
It depends. Are you looking to do the whole left foot on the left, right foot on the right?
Yeah, well, the thing is, out of all the players that's left, yeah, I'm looking at Lucas Hernandez, Toby Alderweireld, but then Pereira or Miranda and Savage as well. But if we're saying Jimenez, you think Jimenez definitely has to be in there?
Well, to be fair, like I said, they like the first names on the list before I even had to go through the team sheets from year to year, they were already on my list, innit? So they were the first two. When I thought about three at the back, they were the first two in mind, and I thought, right, let me go through and just see if there's anyone that I'm forgetting or whatever. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But yeah, for me, Jimenez, obviously at no point was he ever one of the best in the world, but was always a quality centre back.
Mate, he's a very good centre back, to be honest with you. That Jimenez, he's got a bit of everything. You know what I mean? Like, he's quite aggressive. He's got decent pace, strong, and he can play as well. So,
and when you read off the other names in the list, can you pick a name on there that should be starting before him? Because I can't.
But this is the thing, yeah. Because I'm looking at. I mean, do you think Lucas Hernandez should be there, or was Lucas Hernandez best time at PSG?
I feel like Hernandez, his best time was definitely at PSG, but even his time at PSG, I'd put that up against Jimenez at Atletico. You know.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, I wouldn't say that Hernandez was like head and shoulders above him at any point. So it's like I say, I wouldn't argue Hernandez because it's not like it's a drop off. You know what I mean? But it's also it's not like you're upgrading neither. You know what I mean? It's pretty much like yeah, I'll take, you know what I mean? But I don't know what help us out, chat. Help us out. Does Jimenez
help us out, man, because I think Jimenez has to be in there. But then, what do we do with Alderweireld? Because are we more or less looking at, if we're looking for the balance, yeah, Alderweireld or Jimenez?
Possibly. But
let me go through the chat and see if it went into the answer. Chat, help us out, yeah. Big up to Wayne Griffins as well. Big up to Football and Stuff, says Griezmann. Yeah, we ain't got to that yet. Big up Mamba. Courtois had 24 clean sheets in that title-winning season, 13-14. Yeah, that's ridiculous. 24 clean sheets.
Crazy
24
word.
clean sheets. That is mad. Has a keeper ever had that many clean sheets before?
You know what? Let me search that up while you go through more chats.
I've never seen a keeper have 24 clean sheets. That's new to me.
Was that just in the league though? That
yeah. Lumi, what's that? Is that just in the league? That 24 clean sheets. 24 clean sheets. Who is he playing for? He can't be playing for Atletico. They won with a wage bill 1/5 of Barcelona's. That's some achievement. Their whole squad cost less than Gareth Bale when they won. It's mad, isn't it?
Well, just on a quick Google, asking most clean sheets in a league season. Petr Cech with 24 clean sheets. It was the season where he conceded just 15 in it.
Oh yeah, that was under Mourinho. Yeah, I remember that actually.
Yeah.
So but that means Courtois. What, Courtois had 24 at Atletico then?
Yeah, I'm just gonna fucking double check and put Courtois' name in that.
Who are we going with then? Jimenez or Alderweireld for that right hand side? I actually think Alderweireld was better for Tottenham than he was at City. At Atletico.
What'd you say, bro?
I think Alderweireld probably was better at Tottenham than he was at Atletico.
Yeah. I'd agree with that. But at the same time, no, like you could say that for a few players that are in this list.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That they ended up going on to be better players than they were at Atletico, but you can't hold that against Atletico, really, innit? One sec. Now, well, according to this, his time at Atletico, the most clean sheets he got in a season was 20.
So, well, yeah. Let me check it. So Courtois had 24 clean sheets in that title-winning season.
Because to be fair, he had 3 seasons at Atletico. He had 11, 12, 12, 13, and 13, 14. It goes 15, 20, 20. And 37 matches.
Battering Bologna, boys. 6-1 aggregate. Rogers missed a penalty, but he just scored now. 6-1. Crazy.
One of them where he got 20 clean sheets, he'd only conceded 22. That was in his last season there. Before that, he conceded 29, and before that, it was 45. So not as impressive as Czech's season, obviously, but still pretty impressive. But yeah, so, Lumi, we need to have a word about your stat checker then, boy.
You know what? She's lying. She's adding on records. Like I'm looking at it right now, yeah. And yeah, the highest he's had as clean sheets is 20. And that was the 13, 14. Yeah, so he had 20 clean sheets in both the 2012-13 and 2013-14 season.
Yeah, and the 13-14 he conceded 22 in it.
Yeah, that's what I got in there as well. Yeah.
But that's what I'm saying. Yo, Lumi, no wonder you think Gyökeres was going to score 25 league goals. Fucking every stat you've got's got an extra fucking 4 on it. What's going on?
Yeah, she's adding on numbers, man. Adding on numbers. Crazy. Listen, when I see things like this is why you see Arsenal, when it comes down to it, these things in the end will always tell the truth. Can't be adding on stats here. But yeah, listen, it's 20, not 24.
But that's it's still impressive though. Still impressive.
Yeah.
Can't lie, for a young keeper.
Yeah, but it's not 24 though, is it?
Nah, it's not 24, and it's not only conceding 15 like Czech did. So we can't hype him too much.
Must be all comps. Nah, it's not all comps. It's not.
Now, even if it was though, that's poor though. Because that means in the league he got 20 of them clean sheets, and then all cup competitions he only got 4. It's a bit shit that.
I stop backtracking. Well, listen, 25 league goals for Gyökeres, yeah. Don't worry, that one's never gonna be let down. Anyway, let's get back onto it. So, chat, who are we going for? Jimenez or Toby Alderweireld? Let us know in the chat, man, who you guys are gonna go for. Because I'm thinking Jimenez personally.
Huh?
I'm thinking Jimenez.
Yeah, that's the way I'm leaning. Because to be fair, like you say, Toby was quality, but he was definitely he wasn't the same player at Atletico that he turned out to be at Tottenham. But obviously, again, it's one of them. Are we going time at Atletico or are we going full stop in it? Because if we're going full stop, Toby might just edge it, but I feel like Jimenez would be hard done by to be left out of this.
Yeah, I just think that, as I said, Alderweireld for me, he kind of went to another level at Tottenham, because at Tottenham, him and Vertonghen arguably one of the best pairings in Europe, isn't it? You know what I mean? Yeah. Whereas at Atletico, he was good, but I don't think he was that level. And again, if he was, he wouldn't have left. You know what I mean?
Yeah. And if he was that level, and he'd have left, it wouldn't have been for Tottenham.
There you go. Yeah,
Yeah,
there you go. So yeah, so should we just put Jimenez in? Yeah,
yeah, I'll go for it.
cool. Juan Manuel Jimenez. Boy, let's see if he plays a role against Arsenal in that Champions League. Might not need to. I mean,
Bro, to be fair, fucking, I was actually thinking about that, and there's a few players there that it'd be real nice to see them lift that trophy, you know. 'Cause I swear,
I'm not
Griezmann's
gonna lie.
leaving at the
Yeah,
end of the season.
I'm pissed because I wanted Barca, but yeah, listen. I think Arsenal are gonna have a tough time against them, man. And the things as well, Arsenal are gonna have tough league games sandwiched in between Champions League. Atletico, I think they've got a Copa del Rey final, but in terms of them going for the league's out of their sight, innit? So I reckon they're just gonna focus on Champions League.
Yeah.
You know what I mean, so all right, cool. Left side centre back then. So we're looking at who do you think is realistic to get in there? Because I'm looking at. I mean, Felipe Luis, really. I mean, he misses out because we're not playing fullbacks, isn't it?
Yeah.
You got Miranda, Pereira. I mean, Savic was decent, obviously ex-Man City, and Alvaro Dominguez.
I think. So obviously Dominguez could play left back as well, innit?
Yeah. But again, I think Lucas Hernandez is probably better than Dominguez.
Yeah,
they're both the same player, really, centre back or left back, innit?
Yeah. But what foot was Savic?
Savic was right-footed.
Right. Okay. Yes. I feel like by process of elimination, then it's got to be Lucas, innit?
That's what I'm thinking. But you know what? Worthy shout though for Pereira and Miranda, because they were quite underrated, them two, you know, Brazilian and Colombian. But yeah, I was more leaning towards Lucas Hernandez myself. So let's just put him in there, innit? So we can move on to the more exciting thing, innit? So yeah, Lucas Hernandez is in there. Right. So let's get on to the midfield now. I don't even know how we're going to construct this, yeah, because do you think there's any central midfielders that have a worthy shout of getting in this team?
Sorry, bro. Just clocked I was muted. Koke.
Yeah, go on.
Koke is the only guy that's a guaranteed certified should be in this.
That's exactly what Lumi's saying as well, yeah. So the names I've got on this list, yeah, I've got Raul Garcia, Koke, Gabby, Sal Niguez, Thiago Mendes, I think it might have been.
Yeah,
obviously ex-Chelsea. Thomas Partey, and then I've got Anton Griezmann in there.
No, well,
and obviously,
I'll tell you the truth, fucking, because obviously Griezmann's on my list, but not in centre mid. Centre mid, I've got 4 shouts, and this is why I hit you up earlier. Like, bro, let's talk about this formation because I just need to clear something up. Because I had Koke, Thiago Mendes, Gabby, and Partey. I'm like, well, fucking hell. This isn't acceptable, not considering the other options further up the field.
So the funny thing is, yeah, I actually know where you're going with this, yeah. I think you just want to get one midfielder in, yeah, and then just bare attackers either side of it.
Yeah, bro. Let's just squeeze everyone in.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. But again, out of all those central midfielders, yeah, do you actually think Koke is the only one?
Yeah. To be fair, for time at Atletico, Thiago Mendes and Gabby are both reasonable shouts. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I didn't really rate Gabby though, to be honest with you.
Now, I hear it, but obviously for his time there and obviously he come up in big moments in big games for the minute. So it's one of them, like, I wouldn't begrudge Gabby, but like he's the fourth name on the list, innit? Like fucking obviously my list goes Koke, Thiago, Partey, and Gabby at the last, but I'm like even Thiago Mendes, I'm like, well, it's reasonable for Atletico if we have to go with a midfield too or some shit. But I'd ideally just like let's go strikers. Let's get attackers on this field, man.
Yeah, I hear it. Falcao midfield. I hear it, man. All right, let's put Koke in there then as the center mid. And I think you know what it is, yeah. Just like they're scouting off keepers, yeah. Their front players, absolute joke.
Yeah.
Right, okay, so because are we gonna play? Are we gonna try and get forwards in midfield?
Nah, so my like there's a couple forwards that basically can be played as tens. So you see them three like it should be wingers and a 10. They're three tens to me.
You know what? Yeah, sorry, I just clocked. Yeah, you see there's someone there's a spot up as a striker by himself.
Yeah.
I thought he was a goalkeeper. I'm not even paying attention. So I'm thinking, wait a minute, there's something missing there. Oh yeah, they got the strike. Okay, yeah. This team's gonna be mad. This team's gonna be mad.
But yo, this is what I'm saying. For me, now at the side of Koke, we're going wingers, yeah, and then the three in front of them, they're all tens. There's no wide men there.
Okay, I get you. All right, so is it safe to say, yeah, Anton Griezmann's definitely one of them? Oh no, sorry, the wingers. Yeah. Sorry, okay, no, the wingers, yeah.
So on the wingers, I've got one name for each side.
The wingers I've put down though, yeah. I've only got 5 names: Maxi Rodriguez, Simao Sabrosa, Yannick Carrasco, Arda Turan, Angel Correa. Do any of them have a chance of getting in?
Not a chance. Yo, hold up. Do you want to hear my 2 names?
Go on.
Right side, Antonio Reyes.
Oh, no, but Reyes weren't there 2008.
He was, bro. Search it.
You sure?
I'm positive. I went through every team sheet from 08 onwards to 2017. Reyes was there. And
I forgot about Reyes, yeah.
And, bro, I can't believe you didn't say the man himself on the left-hand side. David Villa, bro.
No, I've got him a striker. That's why.
Okay.
I've got him in the strikers. Yeah.
Nah, there's too many strikers though, and he can play another position, so he's gonna go on the left.
Well, he's going left wing.
Yeah, bro. I'm putting Reyes on the right.
We have to look at where they actually played for the club.
I hear it. But that's gonna fuck everything up.
Well, that's what we're doing, because at Barcelona he technically played out wide, so putting him as a left winger as such, it don't make a difference. But he didn't play on the wing for a fleck. I mean, we can put him in a 10 if you want, but I'm thinking
fucks things up. So okay. So now name me another striker that we can throw on the left wing. Then that fucks my fun.
I'll tell you what, yeah. Let's just fill in the gaps quickly, yeah, because there's one striker that goes in without a question of a doubt, yeah.
No, well, wait. Where are you putting him?
As the main striker.
And who's that?
You see right now.
No. Say it first. Okay. Yeah.
Listen, you see Falcao, yeah? You see Falcao. In his prime at Atletico, he was the best striker in the world, man. He was devastating.
Yeah.
I remember him destroying Chelsea in the final.
I thought you was going with something that was gonna further fuck up what I've got written down here, innit? But now you've got it spot on. You've got it spot on.
I'd Falcao down time ago, and that whole spine, I've already got it sussed, but I've got a feeling you might put someone else different there. Let's go for the spine, and at least we can work around, innit? Yeah.
Right.
So this
So the middle
position
10.
right here, I'm thinking Sergio Aguero.
Right. So for me,
Yeah.
I don't even care what order you want to put them in. The 3 10s for me was Forlan, Griezmann, and Aguero.
Forlan, Griezmann, Aguero.
And that's why I was saying Villa on the left and Reyes on the right, because that's the only way you get as many man in.
So what? So no Torres.
Torres would have been the striker, but how can you start Torres over Falcao?
Nah, impossible.
And Torres' best time was at Liverpool.
I feel you're not picking Torres because he's be at Liverpool.
Well, fuck Liverpool, innit? Nah, Danny, Chris, you know I got love for you, man. I'm only joking, but nah, he doesn't beat Falcao for when, even if we're talking prime versus prime Falcao was a different beast.
Oh, bro, Falcao was ridiculous, man. I remember we signed him anyway, but we almost signed him before he went to Atletico. But he was the best striker in the world, man, at Atletico. Devastating.
Trust me.
I mean, we got him at the wrong time, man. But yeah, he was ridiculous.
But yeah, like I say, my 3-10 options is Forlan, Griezmann, and Aguero, because obviously the other two, shout out to the other two strikers I had on the list was Costa and Torres in it. But
Diego Costa. What about him? Yeah, Costa.
But they don't. He doesn't get in ahead of Falcao.
No,
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So both of them are kind of, they've just been overshadowed by someone that's too good. You know what I mean? So, but like I say, it's not like Torres could play the 10 or go out wide or nothing. So it's like, well, yeah, he's just out in it. But
yeah,
that's why I like I say, I don't mind if Aguero's in the middle. You got to put Griezmann and fall on either side of him.
Yeah, I think to be honest with you, yeah, it kind of picks itself in it. Because what about Yannick Carrasco? You don't think he deserves a shout? No.
You can have a mention, but when look at the names that I'm suggesting. If so, right mid Reyes, left fucking Villa, and then fucking 3 10s of Forlan, Griezmann, and Aguero. That's crazy work. I don't see how Caruso. Nobody gets in over them lot.
The thing is though, yeah, are you putting Forlan in there because there's no sort of other number 10s?
Now I'm putting Forlan in there because he deserves to be in the fucking team, and that's the only place I can fit in.
Okay.
To be fair, because here's the thing: you see, if Costa played there, I'd still go Forlan. But if Torres could play a 10, I'd probably go Torres. You know what I mean? But for me, for who can play the position and who deserves to be in, Forlan definitely. Because don't forget, Forlan went there and basically made his name there, innit? Like he was considered a flop from his time with us, even though, bro, I thought he was fucking incredible at United, but just weren't consistent.
I think the thing with Forlan, it was one of them things where because you had Van Nistelrooy that was just a serial goal scorer, I think anything that Forlan did, you know what I mean? I think he was always going to be overshadowed, really. But you see what he was doing for Uruguay and what he done for Atletico. And I swear he went to Villarreal as well.
Yeah,
Villarreal, wasn't he? Yeah, so if you see what he was doing for them, like you can clearly see that he had something about him, innit? But yeah, when he went to Atletico Madrid, man, he definitely went to another level, you know what I mean? Big up to Niche fan as well. Big up, man. All right, cool. So should we'll go Reyes, David Villa, Griezmann, and Forlan, yeah?
Yeah. That's the way I've been fucking looking at it.
All right, cool.
'Cause to be fair, looking at that, because obviously Reyes and Villa are gonna get further up the pitch, innit? Like,
Yeah.
essentially they're leaving Koke in the middle, and he's the solo midfielder. Yeah, they might get. They're gonna get overpowered, but I'm not even asked. I'm telling them defenders long balls for days. These men will get on the end of it.
Yeah.
Cause when you've got attacking players, the quality of these lot, yeah, it's. And bear in mind, look at the Barca team and the Real team. To come anywhere close to them, they've got to have like 6 strikers, 7 strikers out there. Cause that's how them man are.
Yeah.
That
The thing is,
team,
do you think they've got any players, Atletico now, that can get into this team?
nah. Me, I don't know. Let me have a think. Who they got in defense right now?
I think the only one realistically is probably Julian Alvarez, but then
But does he
does
get in
Julian
ahead of any of them 10s there?
probably
Or
Forlan. Probably Forlan.
I don't know. I think it might be a little early to say that,
You think?
Yeah, because obviously fucking Forlan like properly like stepped up and arrived properly at
Yeah.
Atletico, when it where the world saw it like, yo, he's a beast. And I swear, like, obviously he went to the World Cup and got fucking golden boot, didn't he? And
Yeah,
that
he
was
did.
whilst
He
he
actually
was
did, I
at
think, yeah.
Atletico. You know what I mean? So like during that time, like he really did show he was an elite like striker, an elite player.
Mm.
I don't think Julian Alvarez. I think maybe after this World Cup, he could be, but it's very much dependent on the rest of this season. And because,
Yeah.
like, say for example, he wins the Champions League, yeah, he takes Farland out of this team. You know what I mean?
Well,
But
yeah, and that's what I'm saying. Yeah,
if he
I
gets
think out of
knocked
all
out
them
by
players there,
Arsenal,
I think Julian Alvarez can only really take Forlan's place. Really, I think I don't think Aguero, Villa. I mean, Reyes probably or not.
Reyes maybe.
Mm.
But again, would you want to put Alvarez on the right?
Nah, it's got to be inverted. So that's why, yeah, the Forlan one.
So if it was Forlan, essentially to take Forlan out of this team, like if he won the Champions League or he lost in the final, whatever, and fucking then obviously as an outstanding World Cup potentially for me, but nah, because like I say, during his time at Atletico, the things that Forlan did, went away, had an exceptional World Cup, really stepped up, showing that he was one of the world's best forwards. I don't think he gets removed from the team that easy. I think it takes an achievement to back up what Alvarez has done. So like I say, being the World Cup top goal scorer, like there's only one World Cup every 4 years, and there's only one top goal scorer.
Yeah,
You know what I mean? It's fucking the amount of elite players and elite strikers there to end up walking away with that golden boot. It's got to mean something.
I got a question for you then. Out of all them players there, who would you say is a number one player?
What, the player?
Yeah,
Are we talking full stop or at Atletico?
yeah. Out of all them, who's the one player that you'd say, yep, he's the one? I reckon we're gonna have a different opinion on this one.
Taking just prime.
Yeah, all them in their prime. Who are you saying?
Villa.
David Villa.
Yeah. Yeah.
See, I'm thinking Griezmann.
Close second, but for me, Villa. He's just.
Yeah, Villa's one of my favorite players, man. But do you know what's actually weird? Yeah, I don't know whether Villa was Villa better at Barca or Atletico for you.
You'd probably have to say Barca, but that's because of when you're surrounded by that kind of quality. Like Bruno could be disguised in that Barca team. You know what I mean? Like fucking it. you could actually scam your way to a living if you made it onto that pitch with that team there. Because
Yeah.
you know what I mean. But at the end of the day, when you're high quality yourself, and then you step into that kind of environment, yeah, it's something else in it. And like, look what happened. You put him into that mixture there, and Messi had the fucking most like crazy season that you'd ever had numbers wise. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah, and the thing is, on paper, with that three of Messi, Villa, and Pedro, like I don't think many people would have had that three as working. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Trust me, cause that's another one. Pedro was fucking always like overlooked. You know what I mean? When it come down to like who's the best wingers in the world, like everyone rated him highly, but no one ever. I never heard anyone say Pedro's the best winger in the world, or the you know what I mean, best right wing.
To be fair, Pedro wasn't my type of player, yeah, but he was very effective with that front three. You know what I mean? Because you had Messi, obviously, who was the magician, but Pedro worked hard and he nicked goals as well. So,
yeah,
you know what I mean. So, but guys, listen, look, we've done our team, our Atletico Madrid all-time 11, 2008 to 2017. As you can see, you know, 3-3-3-1. You know, that's a mad formation, that, man. I ain't gonna lie. I've never seen that formation being played. You know, maybe only on FIFA. But
never.
Yeah, we went with Thibaut Courtois in goal. You know, between him, De Gea, and Oblak. And I think the fact we went with Courtois more or less is because of, you know, what he done in those 2 years on loan, which obviously got him the first choice status at Chelsea as well. And obviously we can see what he's done now. The back three, Jimenez, who's still there, Godin for me, who's probably arguably one of their best defenders, and then Lucas Hernandez as well, obviously left-sided centre back or left back. You know, I think if we'd have played fullbacks, I don't think Lucas Hernandez gets in there. I think Felipe Luis probably gets there. You know, and the midfield is where it gets interesting. You know, Koke the captain now. You know, I was thinking, who comes close to Koke really? Yeah, to be fair, I don't think there is no one that really comes close to Koke when you actually think about it. For how long he's been there, you know what he's done for them as well. Obviously Jose Antonio Reyes. You know, big up to Reyes, man. Obviously passed away. And again, did you hear about Alex Manninger as well?
No, what?
So ex-Arsenal keeper Alex Manninger, he died today as well, man. Collision with a train, apparently.
Fucking no.
Yeah, crazy, man. Crazy.
With the train, you know that.
Yeah.
Fucking
yeah.
no.
I think he collided with a train. Apparently, yeah. It's mad. I think he was in a car as well. So. I think that might have a bit of a bearing on Arsenal's game on Sunday. You never know. But yeah, mad news, man. I heard it today. I think he was only 40. What was he 40? No, not 40. What's talking about? Clock endless. How old was he? Alex Manninger. Wasn't he at 46 or something like that? But yeah, I see that, man. Yeah, key part of the double winning team. Alex Manninger, man. Yeah, crazy. I heard it today. Obviously, yeah, Reyes on the right, David Villa, of course, on the left, and then the 310s, man. Sergio Kun Aguero with the mullet. That mullet was deadly, man. I ain't gonna lie. When I see him, because I remember for Independiente, yeah, I remember watching a couple of clips, yeah, and I think at this time, who's this guy with the mullet, yeah? Boy, he was deadly, absolutely deadly, you know. And for me, Aguero is the closest player to Romario for me. Closest player to Romario in terms of his sharpness in the box. You know what I mean? Low center of gravity as well.
Yeah, no, I hear it. That's not a bad comparison. That you know, that's not a bad comparison.
Yeah, I've always said it, man. He's the closest thing to Romario for me that I've seen. You know what I mean?
No,
yeah, he was a top player, man. As I said, I personally think when you talk about strikers to ever play in the Premier League, you know, it's always the usual suspects like Shearer, etc. But Aguero's up there for me, man, no doubt. You know, obviously I know Cody's up there as well. You know, obviously got Harry Kane as well, Drogba, Henry, Van Persie. Yeah, there's so many bad boys, isn't it? But Aguero for me is right there, man. And again, it'll be good to kind of place the best ever strikers in order. I know, obviously, you've got Coley in the top two, innit? But
Yo, top one. What we talking about here, bro? Usually goes second to, bro. We've had this. We've had this.
Hey, listen.
No one can tell. No,
when you told me that, yeah, I didn't understand what you was talking about. I'll be honest. You know what
bro,
I mean? But to be fair, I'm convinced. I'm convinced now. I'm convinced because
this is the thing.
Yeah,
all right, so for you, who do you think's the let's go top 5 in it. Who do you think is the top 5 Premier League strikers?
So before I would have said I would have said Andy Cole, yeah. I would have left Andy Cole out. And as I said to you before, it's only because the media have done a very good job in not hyping up Andy Cole in comparison to what he's done, yeah. So that's the reason why even myself forgot about Andy Cole. But based on what you've said, yeah, Andy Cole's definitely there. But for me, top 5, Henry, Drogba, Aguero. Bro, I'm gonna say Luis Suarez. Because Luis Suarez, yeah, for that season at Liverpool, bro, he was unplayable, man. He almost single-handedly took them to a title.
Yeah.
Like, he was that good. You know what I mean?
Like
me personally, strikers. I'm saying Drogba, Henry, Van Persie, Aguero, and Suarez.
Okay. Now, to be fair, like I say, I probably wouldn't give it Suarez just because, but it's nothing to do with anything on the pitch. You know what I mean? It's all outside interference. But obviously, like, the highest compliment I can pay him is saying, like, yo, his season at Liverpool, that season that you're talking about there, was hands down the closest that anyone's ever come to Cole's best season. You know what I mean?
100, yeah.
And I've said it from time. Cole's best season is head and shoulders above everything else, and Suarez the only one that comes even close to it.
But bro, this is the thing, man, and the facts are there to prove it as well, man. So this is why, yeah, this is why when you actually take that into account, you cannot leave Andy Cole out. Andy Cole's had the best season as a striker in terms of numbers, and not on penalties.
100, and Suarez did the same thing, innit? Like, obviously, his best season was no set pieces. It's like, well, fucking hell, man, you've got to see when like you get people saying like, "Oh, strikers' jobs to score goals." All right, cool. Well, going off that premise alone, look at what these men do. It's crazy. But for me, best strikers, I'm probably gonna go Cole.
What in order, yeah?
Yeah, in order, I'll probably go Cole, Henry, no, I can't, considering, like, I can't leave Suarez out of the list because of how close, so I have to put Suarez third, you know.
Bro, Suarez, I'll be honest with you, man, Suarez was ridiculous, man. Some of the goals he scored, man, you know.
Yeah, like, to be fair, by rights, he probably should go second, but Henry, I just enjoyed watching Henry, and that was even fucking as, like, the heat of the rivalry was at its worst, innit? So Henry has to go second.
I think again, yeah, because if you was to ask the majority of people, yeah, they would say Henry is the best ever player to play in the Premier League. Yeah. Why do you think they say that? What is that actually based on?
Like, it's essentially it's aura. Like Henry was almost the first aura player, but he had aura. It was real. It was because he was so good. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, obviously, Cantona, Bergkamp, these man were, but these men almost like don't even come into the conversation. They're seeing like, oh well, we know how good they are. They don't even get brought into it like that. You know what I mean? Yeah. But for me, Henry was like, because he was of that commercial era, like, fucking remember the Vavavoom and all that. Like, bro, there was just something about him, innit? Everyone knew him, and like obviously, like at that time when he was at Arsenal were like a classy outfit. You know what I mean? Like under Arsene Wenger, what he was doing there, like there was an element of class about him. You know what I mean?
Mm.
I've said it to Clockenders in the chat before. Like them, man, have had some beautiful kits, and they look class. And when you see players like Henry scoring the goals that he scored on
Yeah.
the back of a Bergkamp assist, like it's aesthetic. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like it's essentially that is it's the fact of like it's the aura of everything. It's the pass that he's getting on the end of and this that like Cole, a lot of Cole goals was scruffy. Even some of you go and search out Cole overhead kicks. Not one of them looks slick. Not one of them looks slick. They all look stiff and rugged and rigid. But fucking he bagged bare of them. You know what I mean? Edge of the box, fucking a yard out. It didn't matter. Like I've literally seen Cole score an overhead kick from the edge of the box, like far right side. You get me? So like not just like edge of the box, like as diagonal as possible you could fucking get. You know what I mean? But it didn't look anywhere near as good as the Bale overhead or the Cristiano overhead. You know what I mean? It's just it's one of them. I feel like
Yeah,
highlights.
I think Andy Cole wasn't easy on the eye, innit? And I think when you look at all the other strikers, like Henry, well, I suppose like Drogba wasn't probably easy on the eye. I think Henry fits the mold because he was easy on the eye and he had that aura as well, innit? Which is why I think people say Henry best player to play in the Premier League. But then when you actually do your research, how can Andy Cole not be that, really? When you think about it?
For me, when we're talking best player in the Premier League, like longevity, all that kind of stuff's got to come into it. Because I know, like, you look at like Prime Hazard. Yeah, if we're talking just Prime, we're taking Prime one season, the best one season, then that's a mad conversation to have because that's where you've got guys like Kevin Phillips enter in the chat because he's had an outstanding season, you know what I mean? But at the same time, when we're talking best the league's ever seen, the length that they've done it, how much they've won, fucking things like that have always got to come into play. And for me, Paul Scholes, and then it's fucking Ryan Giggs, and Ryan Giggs should be ahead of Scholes, but Scholes was just a magician, like just a little ginger wizard, just cutting about the pitch. You know what I mean? Like come out with moments of fucking absolute madness from the edge of the box on the volley all the time for us. Like he was a fucking he was. For me, it's got to be Scholesy, you know what I mean? But when we're talking forwards, it's Andy Cole. Like, because like I said, I've said it before, when we look at like partnerships, like most successful partnerships, like obviously the most successful partnerships not been in the 4-4-2 era. That was the David Villa and Aguero, win it. So them man won 4 together. But then obviously the only pairing that's won 3 together was York and Cole. You get me?
Yeah.
And then underneath that, there's pairs that had won 2 together, like Bergkamp, Henry, Cole, Cantona, though. So Cole was part of 2 of the best pairings that the Premier League's ever seen.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's like, well,
and bro, it never gets talked about. Never gets talked about.
You know what I mean? It's like everyone talks about Cole and York and that partnership and how sick it was, but no one then like acknowledges the fact that he done that already. You know what I mean? Him and Cantona was already that, but people forgot about him and Cantona because him and York was just that good. It's like when you actually deep it, like his 5 fucking like Premier League trophies have all been won as part of one of the best partnerships that the league's ever seen. And when you take it even a bit further back and you're going off like individual seasons. His partnership with Peter Beardsley was fucking insane.
Yeah, Beardsley, man. Yeah.
Bro, this man made other players look good. You know what I mean? Like, and it wasn't
And the thing
in
is, bro, you know
Pep's
what's
way of
mad?
making
Yeah,
them
he's always played with someone that is more of like the number 10. So you look at
yeah,
Cantona, more of a number 10. Beardsley, more the number 10. Dwight York, the
yeah.
same. You know what I mean?
100%. But that's
Mm.
the thing though. Like, my man was there. Just I'll finish anything you get to me. You know what I mean? But he also created so much as well, and that's one thing that he doesn't get like props for, innit?
Yeah.
Bro, the first guy in history to win the Premier League top goal scorer and top assist in the same season.
Bro,
You know what I mean?
that doesn't get enough credit, man. Doesn't get enough credit. Because they
It's what I'm
tried doing
saying,
it
but
with Mo Salah, yeah. But Andy Cole's one just got brushed under the carpet.
this is what I'm saying, man. They only want to highlight what they want to. Well, that's why I encourage everyone, like, yo, go and actually deep the stats. Don't just watch the stats that Sky Sports pull up. Actually go and look a bit deeper, and you know what I mean. Search for the ones that aren't being shown, because that now in this modern era, they're recording everything. They're even predicting shit.
Yeah.
You know, I seen a thing today. You know, there's a projected amount of missed passes that Bruno's gonna make this season. So with the games left that he's got and how many he normally makes, currently.
Yeah, but again, who cares? Like, why is that even a thing?
But this is what I'm saying. It's crazy, because when you actually deep it, you look at the projected amount, and it's probably being generous to Bruno. You know what I mean? It's on the left side. You know what I mean? Like, actually deep in it, I reckon it'll probably be higher than the projected in the end. Like, the projected right now, I think it's 340. By the end of this season, I will fucking come back on one of these streams and I'll let you know how much he actually missed. I guarantee it's more than 340. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? But
Yeah.
they'll like, but they're the kind of fucking stats that Sky will fucking show to you, because it'll be like, oh look, this is how good he is. Like, he's only gonna make a handful of mistakes. Nah, fuck that. He's gonna make our bag more. You know what I mean? But
Oh, you know what? You know what as well? Before I forget, yeah. Just speaking of Bruno, yeah. I see sign today on Sky Sports, and I'm hoping this isn't the case, yeah. But just looking at Bruno Fernandes and what he's about, yeah, it wouldn't surprise me, yeah. Sky Sports put something on today, yeah, because you know, obviously Bernardo Silva is leaving at the end of the season.
Yeah.
So Bernardo Silva has the most appearances in the Premier League from a Portuguese player. He just overtook Luis Boamorte. So I think it's it's either 276 or something like that, yeah. In third place is Ronaldo, in fourth place is Bruno. Now, if Bruno stays, yeah, he could overtake Bernardo Silva's record.
But how long would it take him to overtake it?
Well, let me check it now, because I see it today, yeah. And I'm hoping not, yeah, but the kind of guy he is, yeah, he'd probably want to have a record of being you know, a player that has the most kind of appearances, Portuguese player. Let me check.
I hear it, because as soon as you started saying about Bernardo's got the record, I knew what was coming. Like, oh my, I can see it.
You. Yeah. Well, answer. Let me check it. Guys, make sure you're smashing the like button as well, and make sure if you're new in here, you sub to the channel. Right. So, where is it? Yeah, I see it today, man. So yeah, so Bernardo Silva's got 297. Yeah, he just overtook Luis Boamorte, who had 296. Right. Ronaldo had 236. Bruno's got 224. So again, yeah, Jota had 190, Jose Font 178, Neves 177, Neto 176, Moutinho 175, Ruben Diaz 169. So they're all the top 10, yeah. But
Yeah.
Bruno's on 224, yeah. In actual fact, I don't think he can actually reach Bernardo Silva realistically.
No,
Because
well,
obviously Silva's still going to be playing, isn't it? And you're looking at
yeah,
another 50, 60 games.
nah. So I've just like jotted down the numbers that you said there.
Yeah.
297 and 224. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. So that's 73. But so statistically, he could, because if he stayed, say if they both get the same amount of apps like this season,
Yeah.
so it stays pretty much at 73 by the end of this season. If Bruno stays 2 more seasons,
that's what I'm
then
saying.
obviously he's still gonna like he could beat it by 3 in it if he plays every single game.
But the thing is, remember, his contract runs out in 2027.
But that's the thing.
That would mean that them offering him an extension if that was to happen.
Yeah. But that's the thing. If let's be real, if we don't sell him in this summer, before December, we will have him signed up with a new contract.
You reckon?
100, bro. If we don't sell him in the summer, then basically we lose him on a free transfer in the fucking next summer.
What? So you reckon they'll give him a new contract if that's the case?
Yep.
Bro, that'll be the dumbest thing ever.
Of course, considering they just let Casemiro fucking expire and didn't fucking renew my man in time. You know what I mean? I guarantee if they'd have hit Casemiro up in November, he'd have signed up and everything would have been sweet. But the fact that he got left until the end of fucking January, he's gonna come out and say he's leaving. He's now made up his mind. You've made his mind up for him.
So realistically, this summer is gonna be the summer where it could be good night, basically.
Yeah, it has to be. It's either good night or we're gonna extend you and let you basically run your fucking career down here.
Well, the thing is as well, the very fact that he's saying that he's gonna let United know after the World Cup, there's fans out there that are saying he's earned that right. Bro, do you know how dumb that sounds? What do you mean he's earned the right? He's a player. He's an employee. What do you mean he's earned the right?
You know what?
Some of these fans, I'm just thinking, are they actually all right in the head? What do you mean Bruno's earned the right to tell the club to let them know? How about, look, thanks for your services, but now you can bounce. You know what I mean?
No, you want to know? You check this one, I seen a short literally just earlier today where it was fucking one of like the coaching staff type of thing, in it, one of Fergie's right hand man, talking about the Bex fucking sale, saying he basically was the guy that made the phone call to Bex to let him know that they're selling him, in it. He's like, yo, Beckham didn't want to go. Like, Beckham had no intention of leaving, and basically he was told, you're not going to play another game for Manchester United. We've got a few offers on the table. Best offer I can suggest for you is Real Madrid. You're going to go there, play amongst fucking elite players. They'll pay you more than we can. And obviously, if you don't go, you're just not going to be playing. So, and that was David Beckham in his prime. After fucking coming on as a substitute in the fucking second half against Real Madrid and bagging 2. You know what I mean? Like, fucking everyone was outraged that, you remember that game, innit? Everyone was outraged the fact that he was benched.
Of course, bro. When he come on against Real Madrid,
Yeah. Then he come on, his bag 2. Bro, my man would have played for the 90 minutes. Guarantee he'd have made the fucking difference in that game.
Bro, I don't know, man. R9 was on something else, man. I'm not having that, man.
I know he was, but
like,
so was Bex, bro. Bex was on smoke at that time. Like, that was peak Bex. That's why Fergie was getting pissed off, because obviously He was basically backing up this shit. Like, 'cause obviously, like, there was rumors that fucking obviously he was calling in saying that he couldn't make it into training, and he was getting spotted at Trafford Centre and that with Victoria and shit in it.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
it was peak. But obviously, then my man had turn up on Saturday and do the business. But bear in mind, this guy come into the changing room and watched who got that exact same treatment around about the time that he was a youngster coming in.
Mm.
Cantona, innit?
Yeah.
Yeah, and obviously when fucking you're watching Cantona come in on a Saturday and get away with murder all week because he turns up on a Saturday and does his job and fucking wins you a game. Bex was
Mm.
doing the same thing for us.
No, bro, he was like, but this is what I'm trying to say to you. Yeah, you had genuine world class players like Beckham, yeah, and it's like even Beckham, yeah. Bruno Fernandes has been the most protected player at this club. I've never seen a player like that is as average as Bruno Fernandes, yeah. He's just protected by this club. It's odd. Like, I wouldn't even mind, yeah, if there was fair criticism, but a lot of fans go on like he can't do no wrong. It's odd behavior. It's odd
Bro.
behavior, and I think, as I said, man, he's got that release clause. Yeah, the thing with this release clause, yeah. This like I'm actually gonna say, yeah. I actually feel that there's something that's probably been agreed before where he's gonna go, because why else would you put a release clause in there? Because Saudi wanted him, yeah, and Saudi were willing to pay 100 mil, and all of a sudden he signs a new contract, yeah, but there's a release clause. Why would you put the release clause in there if you were sure of staying? Because I'm hearing people say that Bruno's gonna stay if we get Champions League football. You know what I mean? But why is the why is the release clause there? You know what I'm
I
trying to say?
hear it. I hear it, but like I don't know whether it's something that's been agreed with him. Like, it wouldn't surprise me, considering, like you say, how protected he's been and
Yeah.
how comfy he's got it at United. But at the same
Mm,
time, like, maybe it's just a case of, right, well, if we can't get big money for him, we'll insert like a release clause before, like, just for his final year in it, just so
mm,
fucking the summer of his final year, people can come in and offer him something, and we can try and recoup something to replace him with. You know what I
yeah.
mean?
Mm,
It could just be a smart or fairly smart fucking business plan to, like, right, let's just put
mm,
a safety net in. You know what I mean? Okay, if someone comes in and looking at his age, knowing that he's only got a year left, he's probably going to want more money on his contract if he does renew. Fuck it, let's put a reasonable transfer uh,
mm,
clause in. And realistically, the amount of time he's been, now anything that we get is going to class as profit in it.
yeah.
So
I think personally, yeah, this would be the perfect time to move him on. What's your prediction in the summer? Do you think he actually goes?
I've been. I don't know whether I'm fucking just wishful thinking, but I've been planning it as if he's one of the players that's guaranteed to go in it. Like,
Yeah,
he's Rashford, Hoyland, fucking Anana levels have gone. You know what I mean?
yeah.
I don't see him
But again,
sticking
yeah,
around.
again though, yeah. I think when it comes to him, yeah, even Rashford, who's obviously a local boy, yeah, he is treated differently to Bruno Fernandes. Like, and this is what I'm trying to say, yeah. Like, even Rashford had a season where he scored a few goals, in it.
Yeah.
Bruno really, yeah, hasn't put up the numbers that you would say. Like, don't get me wrong, he does get GA, yeah, but when you actually like narrow down his GA isn't at a level where you'd say, like, this is ridiculous. You know what I mean? So my thing is, they were happy to get rid of Rashford. Rashford's was on the same money as Bruno, but there's a resistance to Bruno staying rather than Rashford. Like, why do you think that is?
Yo, I'll tell you straight. I personally, I've been convinced it's the fans and the media so desperate to have this narrative become true. Like, because if obviously, like, if you know the Bruno chant, like,
Yeah.
it's literally just Bruno. He comes from Sporting, like Cristiano. You get me?
Yeah.
Like, that's the song. So it's like, well, hold up. So the fans are desperate for United to have another Cristiano Ronaldo kind of level elite player. You know what I mean? And they're
But again,
convinced that.
he isn't even. He's not Ronaldo's level. That's the funny thing.
But this is the thing. They're convinced that, right, we've got a fiery Portuguese lad from the same place that Cristiano came from. History is repeating itself, and they're
Yeah.
desperate to make that narrative come true. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? But it never will be. Like, obviously, again, like, one of the reasons you pointed out, people love Bruno because he's a try hard.
Yeah.
Cool. Cristiano tried hard. Like, he's more of a try hard than a natural talent. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? But
Bro, people
at the same
don't
time,
want to hear that. Though. They don't want to hear
but,
that. I'm telling you.
nah, but the difference between the two tryhards of Bruno and Cristiano is Cristiano worked so hard that he was actually, like, he built himself from being a Bruno level player. Because let's be clear, when he was coming and thought he was the step over king and diving every time someone come close to him, he was nowhere near the level. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That was more to fucking Bruno's kind of standard, really.
Mm.
But when it comes down to it, my man tried so hard, put everything into it, and bro, his career actually paid dividends because of how hard he tried and how hard he worked. But
Yeah.
Bruno, like,
This bro.
when the cameras
This is
are on,
why.
he
This is
knows
why Ronaldo. Yeah.
how to make it look like he's trying hard, but he clearly isn't trying hard. Because when you look at his GA and like all of his stats and stuff, nothing improves. Like, you did a stream earlier and you pointed out like how Giovanni Reed's fucking is
Consistency, yeah.
fucking it's like it's progressing, it's slightly creeping up in all fucking areas. You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
Yeah. Yeah.
Bruno's ain't done that. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? It's like
Mm.
there's not been like there's been like this season. Everyone's like, oh, it's a standout season, but it's not actually that deep. You know what I mean? It's not actually that good. Cause when you take away penalties, corners, and set pieces, and we're talking about how good this player actually is. Because like, don't get me wrong. Like, yes, you still do need to do something on corners, penalties, and free kicks. But if you're doing it in open play, it to me tells me that you are a top tier, top level player in your position. Because if it's all well and good being able to do it from a fucking dead ball situation, but how good are you under pressure? How good are you actually during the game? Because
Yeah.
that's
But
where
again,
it matters.
this is why I say though. Yeah. This is why I say it's like, because I think people that obviously just come on there, yeah, they might actually think that what is this person's beef with Bruno Fernandes, yeah? And the thing is, there's no beef with Bruno Fernandes. It's just that I've never seen a player get hyped up as much as him. Because if Bruno was performing week in, week out in terms of like he genuinely was having a good game, yeah. It's like you will never get like me saying, you know, Bruno Fernandes is this, is that, but he's someone that literally, yeah. The only argument people have is that he gets numbers, because there's no one that can say that Bruno actually plays well. I mean, that game against Leeds, yeah, he was poor. He was nowhere in the game, yeah. But then all you hear is, oh, but he created the goal for Casemiro. And then obviously they start showing it on Sky Sports about his stats, about his assists. And this is and this for me is what the problem is because where has football gone, yeah? Where we ignore the performances just to focus on someone getting an assist to stay relevant. And that is literally what it is. Man United have been struggling for so long, yeah? But because Bruno is revered as Man United's best player and this and that, their whole thing is, yeah, look at his numbers. But surely, yeah, if you're meant to be the best player, surely that you should be putting in, 7 or 8 out of 10 performances week in, week out. So why is it that he can get dismissed of performances, but he gets bailed out due to numbers? Because all you see on Sky Sports now is them saying he's got 17 assists.
Yeah.
Like, it's just weird how the game's gone. And obviously, guys, make sure you're there on Saturday, man, because we are going to dissect this as well. But I just find it weird, man, how, he's someone for me that, I just don't understand why we ignore performances to talk about numbers. Like, the game's got that bad, yeah, that he's the prime example of the numbers. And the thing as well, as you mentioned earlier, yeah, because he's a passion merchant, and don't be fooled, yeah, very much like what I said to you about Jude Bellingham. It's very funny now, yeah, how Real Madrid are struggling, yeah. And bro, what do I tell you about Jude? What have we been saying about Jude Bellingham? One of the most overrated players of his era, yeah. And it's like Real Madrid are out of every competition, yeah. I'm not a massive fan of Mbappe, yeah. But the one thing about Mbappe, yeah, when it comes to the big games, he steps up. Bro, where has Jude Bellingham been? For all this, Jude Bellingham's this, he's that. Where has he been?
Trust me.
And again, these players are passion merchants, and these guys know what they're doing with the fan base, because the majority of fan bases don't really know what they're watching, really, innit? And they just got an affinity to players that try hard, especially in this country. And it's one of them things where Bruno tries hard and then gets GA in their eyes. So as far as they're concerned, he can't do no wrong.
No,
like, how football's become this is mad. You know what I mean?
Because this is the thing. Like, a lot of people, like, for me, one of the worst parts about watching the match is the commentary. You know what I mean? Like, I can't stand it. Like, for a long time, I've tried to find a watch along where it's not just the knobhead talking. You get me? That's why when I found the fucking GavGoesIn, I'm like, yeah, bro, this channel's the one. The community, the sort, you get me? It's sensical. Cause a lot of channels are exactly the same as watching commentary, because they've had their thoughts and opinions formed by watching the match. You know what I mean? It's like them when I sat there listening week in, week out to Sky Sports tell them that Bruno's the guy, Garnacho's a wonder kid. 2-2s, they jump online and they spout in that same fucking narrative.
Yeah,
I'm not here for it. Like you said, there's no agenda against Bruno. I've not got a. You really think I want to be jumping online and like trying to tear down or seemingly tear down my own player, my own captain? Don't be silly. Like, I'm a proud Manchester United fan, but that's why I've got to call out the bullshit. Like, no one likes a fraud. You know what I mean? No one wants to feel like they've been fucking ad off. And every time I watch the football, watch my team, shall I say, I'm sat there thinking, this guy's literally robbing my club of millions of pounds a month. You know what I mean? Like, the fuck? And the fans are all screaming his name. And the second that I'll say something negative about him,
they want to jump on you. It's crazy, bro. I don't get it, man. I don't get it. That's why I say, he's the one player, that not even Ronaldo got this, by the way, bro. Yeah, he's the one player that for some reason, you just like, if you say something against Bruno, you're a hater, you're this, you're that. I mean, for a start, I don't know why I need to hate on him. Like, we're Man United fans, and we literally just say what we've got to say. But because everyone peddles the same narrative, about that player, it's like you're seen as a hater. And it's like, are you forgetting we have players like Eric Cantona, Wayne Rooney? You know what I mean? But because the Sky Sports or the pundits or the commentators are gassing up Bruno Fernandes, everyone just peddles the same old rubbish, man. And it's like, that's never going to work here, because it's like, I just can't get on that train with Bruno Fernandes. It's never going to happen, man. Seen too many good players, man. You know what I mean? And it's just frustrating, isn't it? But for me personally, I need him to go. I just need him to go so we can just, go in a different direction, man. and all this back and forth with this player, man, just stops because it's boring, man. I'm actually bored of watching Man United with him in the team spamming balls. Boring, man.
100%.
And again,
For
people
me,
thinking he get him 17 assists. Yeah, that's only good for him. It's only good
100%.
for him. I'd much
Yo,
rather get better other players performing.
'cause this is the thing. Like, I remember someone come in the chat the other day and was talking about how's if he gets 17 assists, that's a good thing for United. The same way, because obviously, basically, because he's playing for United. Yo, I don't care how many goals or assists you get. How many trophies have you won me? You know what I mean? Because, bro, yeah, I will celebrate a win, yeah, but I'm not gonna get carried away with it. But when we win a league title, I will go fucking ham. Fans, fans of rival teams hated me during our glory days, cause I was not letting them, like, bro. No one was breathing around me. No one could. 'Cause I'm just smoke for days. You can't get a breath. It's one of them, but obviously, fucking hell, like, I just want this whole player power shit to go. 'Cause the fact of a man saying he's gonna decide when like, yo, the only person that's ever deserved that is Eric Cantona. And let's be real, yeah. If my man hadn't have won the league title in his first season off the back of a 26-year drought, then it wouldn't have been given to him either. You know what I mean? Like, there's a different level. Like, Bruno came to us in a low patch. Yes, cool. What did he win for us? Because Eric Cantona coming in his first year, he changed everything for us. You know what I mean? And then once he'd won a double, yeah, they got rid of like 4 or 5 key first team players and brought in academy prospects and said, help us out. And he took him to a double.
Yeah.
Like,
there you go.
That man there, give him the keys to Old Trafford and let him know he don't even have to wipe his feet. Fucking let him do what he wants. You get me? Bruno getting Bruno getting even similar treatment. It just doesn't make sense to me. Because, like I said, I understand, yes, we've gone through a rough patch. We've not had much to fucking celebrate over the last fucking 10, 13 years. You know what I mean? It's been a struggle. But, bro, Cantona came after double that. You know what I mean? Imagine we've got to go twice as long. Yeah, and then a man comes and in his first season turns it all around and consistently keeps winning shit for us, then yes, give that man the keys to the kingdom. Give him whatever shirt number he wants and just give him a blank check for his wage, innit? Fuck it. But right now, Bruno's getting that treatment for what exactly? Because I remember more finals lost with him than more finals won.
Bro, when it's come to buddy old Villa smoking Bologna, boy, 7-1 aggregate, 4-0 tonight. When it comes to the games where you need Bruno to step up, he's failed each and every time.
Bro, I've watched him lose 2 European finals.
Yeah, exactly.
And he's only won an FA Cup and a League Cup.
Just going on before I forget though, yeah. This like you mentioned about Bruno saying that he's gonna let the club know when he after the World Cup, yeah. It's like you got people saying there's player power at Man United, but yet you got a player there that is showing real player power when he's saying to the club, yeah, I'll let you know. And there's fans out there actually saying he's deserved that right. You know what I mean? It just don't make sense.
But you know what? I'm convinced. Yo, one second. Who are you shouting at? Shut up. I'm convinced that these type of fans, that they've got to be too young to remember anything other than struggle. You know what I mean? Like, they must have been babies whilst Fergie was coming to an end. and they clearly only know about Cantona because of fucking FIFA, and they've probably not even seen clips. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Any clips have just been before matches or whatever.
Yeah.
These men don't actually understand. Because to be fair, I had a similar conversation about this same theme with my son. I told my son the other day, I already know my club's history well. But I'm trying to say to him, because anytime I'm talking to him, I know half of the shit's going straight over his head. So I'm saying, yo, there's a film here about the like the Munich air crash and the Busby babes, in it. You want to sit down and watch it. It's only short, because his attention span's not the best. The kid's saying, no, I'm saying, this is the problem with your generation of fans. You don't understand anything about our club. This is why he wanted Mount 7 on his back when he fucking first signed.
Who?
Like,
Sorry, who did he want? Who did
I
he
had
want?
to get Mount number 7 put on my son's shirt, bro.
No
The season
way.
that he signed. But this is why, bro, because he doesn't
Oh,
understand. He doesn't understand. Bro, this is the same kid that's called. His name is Cole Cantona and chose Mount. The guy's a dick. I gave him the best names in the world and the guy fucked it up. But
Cole,
like I
what
say,
are you doing, man?
clowning it.
Mason
But,
Mount. Mason
bro,
Mount. How? How?
bro,
Cantona, Beckham, Ronaldo, best Mount.
bro. Is it? I even tried
Even
to
throw
have
in
the
Valencia if you want.
conversation. Huh?
Even throw in Valencia. You know what I mean?
Trust
Michael Owen in
trust
that
me,
one, number 7 on their back. Mount.
bro. Like I say, I tried to have the conversation with him, but again, at that time, he was still a bit too young in it. Like now, he's 13. I'm trying to explain to him, like, it's time for you to understand about the club, innit? My man's got no time for it. He's not trying to hear about the Busby babes. He's not even really, bro. I got the Class of '92 documentary when it first come out. Still on now. He's not sat and watched it. You know what I mean? He knows
To be
about
fair, neither
Beckham and
right.
them, man. But this is the thing, though, bro. Like, I've put him on to, I've shown him clips about bear shit. Like, he knows about Okocha, he knows about the Canio, he knows about Bear United legends and that. But when it's coming down to actually sitting down and taking some shit in and learning, even that '99 documentary, bro, the kids just these young fans, young United supporters, they don't really know the history. You know what I mean? And like for us, like I say, I know I was spoiled. You know what I mean? Because from my earlier memories of football was success. It was, you know what I mean? It was probably from like '95 onwards that I can really remember football. You know what I mean? And we were successful from there. You know what I mean? Like we just winning everything non-stop. Might here and there might not win a title, but you know what I mean? We was pretty much there consistently my whole life until my second son was born, and then everything went to shit. He cursed us clearly, but it's one of them where bro, the fucking the history of the club and knowing how successful we were and the level that the players were, and knowing like how ruthless, like I say, Fergie, the way he got rid of Becks, people don't understand. Like I've seen comments about fucking Bruno's better than Beckham, Bruno's assists and that better than Beckham. I don't want to hear it. It's not even a conversation. But these young fans will back Bruno to the death because Bruno's got a higher rating on fucking EA 26 or whatever the fuck it's called.
But again, part of me thinks, are these people just trolling, or is that actually their real opinion? Because if there's any people that think that's actually true, we're in a scary place, man. Because I told you already, man. I see someone say Bruno Fernandes is better than Zidane, and it's like, for one, where are you getting these opinions from? And it's like, two, like, why?
No.
How can you ever compare Bruno to Zidane? Like, there's like, again, it don't make sense to me, man. It don't make sense to me.
But that's what I'm saying, though. But it's comments like that the only logical reason that I can give you is Bruno's got a higher rating on FIFA than fucking Zidane has. You get me? Like that. It can only be because these men can't have watched anything like, because even to have watched a Zidane highlight reel, you could watch a Zidane blooper reel and it'd be better than a fucking Bruno highlight reel. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
The fuck, like Zidane was just ridiculous. But again, Zidane's just an example. I've heard people say all kinds of shit. Best Portuguese fucking attacking midfield. I'm like, these man don't know who Rui Costa is. You get me? These man don't know ball. Like it's that clear, but it's not even a case of like they don't know ball. If they're our age and we're saying that, you don't know ball. But
Bro, when I hear comments like that, yeah, I just have to just switch off, man, because it's a conversation that I'm just not willing to get into with people. Zidane, like why Zidane?
this is what I'm
Like
saying.
why be Zidane? You know what I mean?
To put Bruno in a sentence with players like Zidane, Dino, Totti, these kind of elite, bro. It's a joke. It's a joke. 'Cause this is what I'm saying. Like you can even like I guarantee you go through these man's fucking like careers, just pick out best moments, worst moments, the worst moments of Zidane and the worst moments of fucking Dino and that still will fucking show 10 times the fucking talent and you know what I mean, technique and skill and fam, it's not even a conversation. I don't know how anyone can even talk about Bruno in the same breath. You know what I mean? But that's what tells me that it's got to be kids, because bro, there's not one person that I like in my age group that I talk to that would say Bruno's better than any of these kind of guys that we're discussing here. You know what I mean?
But again, because we're in a GA generation, they're only going to tell you that he's better because of numbers and because of what Sky Sports and all these people are trying to tell you, innit? And this is why there's always a pushback, really, because we're fighting up against Sky Sports and all these people that are telling you that Bruno's this and he's that. You know, because I think there's people out there that can't even believe someone like myself or you that criticize Bruno. There's probably fans out there like that. Like,
no, but again, for me, these are fans that can't be their own opinion, because anyone that's actually watching the game and watching as a United fan, you're going to see what Bruno's all about within 5 games.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. His whole game, it's the same thing every single time. Even when he has like quote unquote good games where he might get a couple of assists out of it, like everything's hitting hope. Everything's just long ball, long ball, long ball. Like you might get an occasional fucking break of the mold where he does pick out the right pass, like Mbumo against City, and you know what I mean. But more time, it's just gonna be bullshit. For me, like this whole stat era, like considering, bear in mind, in the 90s, anyone that was there and watched the 90s football and watched 2000s, watched the 2010s and watched the 2020s now, everyone will tell you the 90s was a different level. Yeah. And realistically, when you look at the stats that were being recorded then, and bear in mind, football had been going about for a long time by the 90s. Yeah, like they had all the time in the world to decide what stats and statistics were important. And back then they had shit like it was goals, assists, red and yellow cards, fucking tackles, shot accuracy, and that's about it. You know what I mean? Fucking and passes. You know what I mean? Passes attempted and passes fucking actually successful. But other than that, that's it. Nowadays, you've got fucking like if you search for someone's stats in depth for a season, you're gonna have pages of stats in front of your face talking about XG, this, that, and the next. Like, bro,
it's very Americanized, isn't it? That's what it is.
Yeah, but for me, like for football, it didn't need to be that because it's always been called the beautiful game, because
Yeah.
it's been good enough where you can just sit and watch it. And because these Americans, these man love these high fucking scored matches. Like, bro, like fucking anything in open play in basketball is more than a point. How can you score one goal and it's more than one? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You dunk it, it's 2. You get it inside the D, it's 2. You get it outside the D, it's 3. Bro, the only time you can get 1 point for one goal is when you get a free throw. When you get 2 of them bitches, you know what I mean? Americans love numbers. Fuck that. Like, we've not needed that. We've been able to just enjoy the game because football has always been that. But now the football's like the quality's declined so much that they need to try and fool everyone watching that, oh no, look, Bruno's arguably better than fucking Messi and Ronaldo because he got to 100 goals and 100 assists quicker than both of them. Hold up. Why are you trying to even make this a conversation now, Sky? This is, you know what I mean? This shouldn't even be a thing. Anyone with eyes, no one before they mentioned it was even discussing those names together.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But now suddenly they want to spin a narrative, and now you've got people online trying to tell you that it's the best thing ever. It can't run just because you've got fucking a lot more fucking numbers. That, bear in mind, you search out all the stats, like I say, you're gonna have pages of stats to look at. They show you about 7 stats. They just pick the most appealing, attractive ones that fit their narrative and leave out everything else. But when you actually include, like I say, when you break it down, like, I don't want to see how many chances created he's had. Show me how many chances he's created from open play, because when I worked that shit out myself, it was 13 out of 133 or whatever the fuck it is. That's crazy.
The secret stats that people don't want to see, you know?
Exactly. It for me, it can't run no more, man. Someone's got to speak on it. No one else does, innit?
Well, listen, bro. Listen, we'll keep speaking on it until people start listening, man. Because as I said, man, cannot be blinded on this, man. Because it's just frustrating, isn't it? Obviously, we want Man United to get back to being the best team, but when you got a player like this, man, that just gets overhyped to the detriment of others, yeah, it needs to be taught. It needs to be spoken about, man. So
Yes, man.
it is what it
Like-
is.
like you
But
say-
listen, go on, bro. Go on.
No, I was just gonna say, like you say, anyone that considers it, these men are hating. Like, yo, I'm a lifelong United fan, as is Gav. You get me? Like, yo, all we want to see is the best for our team. If you think he's the best player in the world, just wonder why 2 lifelong United fans are both wanting change and wanting him out and saying the same thing. You know what I mean? Cause
It's about looking at the bigger picture, bro. And the bigger picture is, I don't want one player, you know, that's a detriment to many other players that we can get more out of. And again, there's players that we've got there, players that were signed, and they're not being utilized properly because of one player. And people just don't want to listen to this, but it is what it is, isn't it?
Look at the players that have been signed that have been considered flops now during that Bruno era. Look at the careers that Bruno's actually fucked over at our club already. That when they came, high hopes, big prospects, but because the second fiddle to Bruno, look what happened and that, you know what I mean? It's a piss take.
And the thing is, well, I'll go one better, Look at all the players that we've had, that were revered as the key player. You look at Cantona, you look at Beckham, Ronaldo, Rooney, Pogba, Van Persie, Cole, Rude. Bro, what do they all have in common? They've all won either Premier League or Champions League. Well, Champions League, you can throw Europa in there, Premier League.
No, to be fair,
this Bruno guy here,
the players we just mentioned never even stepped foot in Europa League with United. Let's be clear. Andy Cole stepped foot in the
obviously,
Europa League with Fulham.
and Pogba and Ibra did, innit? But they won it. That's the difference.
Yeah.
You see what I mean? And that's the difference. Like them guys they have mentioned have won Champions League, Europa, or the Premier League. Bruno's won what? FA Cup and Carabao. And yet he's meant to be this guy. Foolish, man. Absolutely foolish, I'm telling you. But listen, I have to wrap it up anyway. But guys, listen, big up yourselves for coming through each and every time. Just go through some of the comments just quickly. So Clockend is saying, seen ref for Sunday, Gav, Manchester's finest again. Who's that? Is it Atwell? Sure, Atwell. That's definitely. Is it Atwell? Or is it no, it's
I think we've got Atwell for Chelsea, you know.
Have we?
I think so.
Okay.
I remember I remember seeing a post something about the decisions like the ref that we've got on against Chelsea. Like they've already in previous matches something like fucking like 12 matches.
Oh, Anthony Taylor. Okay.
Shit's gone against us, innit? But yeah. So literally I'm saying Chelsea's probably gonna fucking beat us because unless we can outperform the referee, it's gonna be an uphill battle. So mark my words on that one, guys.
Bro, you know what? I'll take a draw, man. If I'm honest, I'll take a draw. Like because the main objective, man, is just getting Champions League football. We get Champions League football, then we can start looking at some serious signings. But you know what I mean? So I'll take a draw, man. Like a draw is a minimum, but I'll take that, man. You know what I mean? I think if we get a draw against Chelsea away from home, so be it. I know fans are going to start saying carrot this, carrot that, but the main objective is just getting Champions League football and then just spending some money in this transfer window, man. That's all I care about. Get this season over and done with, man. It's been a horrible season. I ain't gonna lie. Been a dead season, man. Trust me. Champions League is the only thing that's keeping me going. Because the
one highlight of this season, though, Gav, let's not get it confused, and we've not touched on it yet. Slot has now lost more matches than Ruben Amorim.
Boy, they're in the mud, that team there, man.
Fucking Chris, Danny, what are you telling me, guys?
I didn't think they. I think Slot's proven that, boy. He's proven that.
I swear, Amorim's just had a shave and put on a swimming cap. Like that's all it is.
That's great. That is mad. That is actually mad. But then again, I think if Amorim was there to the end of the season, man, I don't think no one's touching that record. To be fair. So,
yeah.
Might have a bit of a reprove on that one. You know what I mean? But yeah, he's in the mud, man.
But he's in the mud. If he Sunday, stays, then... No, I was just gonna say. Speaking of Sunday, fucking Clock, are you going to the Etihad to watch your team get beat?
I Clock ends. If I'm you, man, I'll stay at home, man. Stay at home, man. It's not gonna be worth it. I promise you.
It's a long journey for what's gonna happen.
It's a long journey for a whipping, man. That's exactly what it is.
Trust me.
Now, I'm looking at City. If they get an early goal, 3-0. Yeah, he's going. All right, listen. Cancel your ticket, man. Just stay at home, Clock enders. You don't want none of that smoke, man. I'm telling you.
Hold up. I wanna know all in, train and all that, or however you're getting down, how much is it costing you all in for the day? I wanna know how much you're paying for this.
Oh, you say meet me at Asda. You say fits me at Asda.
What, across from the Etihad, yeah?
Clock enders, how much is it gonna cost for that spanking? Let us know, man. How much is it gonna cost? Train ticket and all that, all the way to go up there and get beat, man. 30 quid a ticket? No way.
Nah, but that'll be for the actual match, innit? Nah, I want to know train. I want to know the whole price, Kai. It's not just because tickets at the Etihad's cheap. They can't fill it. Oh, fair play.
He's looking at an £80 day. You're chatting rubbish, man. Get out of it.
Nah, but still £80 to and then hold up. What you putting on your bet as well, though, Khan? That goes in as a loss because you know it's all gonna go left.
Alright, listen, Clock enders, man. Just get a chicken meal, man. Trust me, you'll need that after the game.
Bro, fucking Nah, you know what though? I respect it because Clock Enders is committed to this season hard. I know it's not the first season he's committed to neither, but fucking hell,
Bro, you can
man.
be committed all you want. When you get beat, man, listen, you're gonna get the smoke.
Nah,
That's it.
but this is the thing. I'm giving everyone smoke, but here's the thing though. Clock Enders is actually more reasonable than everybody. Like, Clock was saying earlier today, like, yeah, fucking like they've been gutless, there's no attack, they need to wake the fuck up if they want to hope. Like he's fully aware that this season's in crisis, you know what I mean? He's not talking like Lumi's talking about fucking doubles still, you know what I
Nah,
mean? Like,
hey, listen, she's in denial, man. What she's doing, she's trying to save face. Because when it
yo,
comes crashing down, yeah, trust me. And you remember, don't thinking we've forgotten as well, yeah, what you done the other night, yeah. Only trying to
mm,
show up when the result's done. You see behavior like that, as I keep saying, it gets found out in the end. Yeah. So yeah,
yo,
listen,
you,
we'll wait and
you
see.
see, I seen a fucking a thing on the community. I was scrolling through because obviously I was looking for something specific in it, and when
Mm.
I'm going through, I've seen Lumi posted a picture of Arteta with all 4 trophies in it about quadruple. Bro, I swear to God, I nearly fell out my chair when I seen it. Like, this is
Um,
aged like milk in a heat wave. This, but yeah, fucking turned around and said the fact that we was even in the conversation for it says a lot
mm.
about the quality. Like, yo, hold up. There wasn't a conversation to be had. It was just you being delusional. What are we
There
talking
you
about
go.
here?
There you go.
Like,
It was just you
let's be
chatting
clear,
nonsense. That's what it was. You know what I
Gav.
mean?
I'm saying next
Mm.
year by October at the latest. Yeah, Lumi will have talked about a quadruple.
Well, let's
We'll
hope, man. She's learned her lesson. You know what I mean? Because
no
I just don't understand that, man. Quadruple for what? What with that team?
guarantee by October she'll be talking quadruples guaranteed.
Boy,
Doesn't make
I
no
I ain't
sense.
here for it. I'll be honest. I'm have to block her. But
To be fair, Lumi, anytime you after this season, if you lot crumble everything like we're expecting, I don't want to hear any predictions after that. Just give opinions after the match in it. Don't tell us what you think's gonna happen because it's nah. And don't tell us
mm-mm.
opinions on the whole season. Just tell us what you thought of the 90 minutes in question in it. Like, you're
Hey,
limited.
listen. I'm looking forward to this game, man, because I just want to see the same energy from these lot. Yeah, and to be fair, Clock Enders, he's learned his lesson. He's come a long way. Bukayo Saka and that I ain't forgot, but he's come a long way. But listen, you see Lumi and Mamba, yeah, the smoke that they're gonna get off this game if they get beat, best be prepared, man. Best be prepared. But
Yeah, but hold up
yeah,
though. I'm not letting Clock Enders fully off the hook. He did say that he thinks that it's gonna be a whole different team on Sunday. He thinks that they're gonna wake up and do something on Sunday. So
bro, I've heard that before, man. I ain't got time for that, man. I ain't got time
can't
for
let
that.
him
Let's
totally
just
off
see
the
in it.
hook.
If they get a draw, then fair enough. You have to hold your hands up. But listen,
No, 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 no,
pressure
no,
pressure on.
no,
That's
no,
where
no,
I'm
no,
at.
no, no. Nah, fuck that, Gav. How many top teams did they beat this season? I'll wait
Um,
in the league.
but who we classing as top teams? That's the thing.
Who's at the top of the table?
Well,
Who's
they
towards
ain't
the
beat
top?
Man
Have they
City.
beat Chelsea?
They
Have they
haven't
beat
beat City.
Chelsea?
They beat Chelsea and they got a draw against Chelsea. They lost to Villa and
I'm
they
not
beat Villa.
counting draws. I'm not counting draws. Teams that they beat. So they beat Chelsea. That's one.
They beat Chelsea, Villa, yeah, and obviously United.
So they've won 3. And bear in mind, United first game of the season. I'm
Mm.
not. You know what I mean? It's. But all right. So 3 top teams you've won games against.
Oh
Nah,
wait. Did Arsenal play Atletico earlier on in the season? Because Clockend is saying they beat them 4-0.
No, but that's what I'm saying. I said in the league, though, innit? But they might have played him in the Champions League, innit?
I think
Obviously,
they
they
played
were
them early
looking.
on, but that's just the early stages, isn't it? This is crunch time,
Yeah.
2 games, isn't it?
No one gives a fuck about that. Like, where did PSG who was it that had to qualify? Didn't Real
PSG
have to
did.
qualify or something?
PSG did, yeah, as well.
Yeah, this is what I'm saying, man. Like, no one gives a fuck about the group stage other than like use man because it's added to the budget. That if you keep
Yeah,
Arteta,
yeah.
what are you gonna bring in? Like, it don't make
We'll,
sense. But
we'll see. We'll
all
see
right,
now,
cool.
innit? Yeah.
But this is the thing,
Mm.
like fucking even because I seen Mamba talking that about prize money in it for reaching the semis. Like,
Mm.
what are you gonna spend it on? Unless it's a new manager, I don't want to hear anything about budget. If you're gonna break the bank to bring like Luis Enrique or someone and just buy him out of his contract, give him the
Mm.
world, cool. But if you're gonna just give it to Arteta,
What's the point?
yeah, like I don't see why everyone's getting excited about it.
Yeah. I hear it. Listen, I'm gonna have to wrap it up anyway, man. I've been dying to go toilet, man. But yeah, guys, listen up, man. Big up yourselves for coming on. I'll be back tomorrow, 8 o'clock, guys. So I'm gonna be doing a live Q&A. So literally, it's a stream just for subscribers, isn't it? And again, it's just your chance to ask me questions, guys, and I have to answer. So it hasn't got to be just based on football; it could be anything. And as I say, do a nice little live Q&A. Obviously, as part of me reaching 2K subs now. So yeah, if you guys are
You're gonna
free
get
tomorrow 8 p.m, make sure you come through. And I'll be live on Saturday at 12:30. Again, this one will be good, you know, certain Bruno Fernandes that we'll be discussing. And then obviously Sunday for the watch along, man, for City and Arsenal title decider. And obviously we're live later as well for WrestleMania, with me and Fitz for WrestleMania. So yeah, guys, so a lot of content coming through next couple of days. So yeah, make sure you guys are there, man, and supporting the channel. And as I said, as always, make sure you smash the like button, make sure you sub to the channel, make sure you share the channel, and guys, hype the channel as well. And make sure you follow Fitz on his socials, which is in the description as well. And as I say, this is our team, our Atletico Madrid all-time 11 from 2008 to 2017. Courtois in goal, Jimenez and Godin and Lucas Hernandez as the back three. Reyes, Koke and David Villa in the midfield or as wingers. And then you got the 3 10s in Aguero, Griezmann and Diego Forlan. And then Radamel Falcao as the striker. So yeah, let us know what you think, guys. In the comments after the stream's ended, let us know what you think of the team. Let us know if there's other players that should be included. And other than that, I'll catch you guys tomorrow. Fitz, big up, bro.
Yeah, man. Bless, bro.
Big up, my guy. Later.